Shante, I say this with love. You are dumb. You are very dumb. I need you to stand up. Stand up. Shante, stand up. Copy. 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 Stand up.
All these diamonds on my body and they crystal clear. I make magic with these hundreds, watch them disappear. Big ol' raindrops up in my ear. If you gon' name drop, let's get it clear. Jessie, VVS, I just turn the water on. Big ol' flex, shit you never saw before. These niggas chasing me like waterfalls.
What's up, guys? It's your sister, Jessie Woo. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure that you subscribe, so you can join the Black Women's Tribe during Black Women's Month. And shout out to not just the Black women's, but all the women's who follow me on here. Sometimes I will see the comments, hey girl, I'm not black, but I'm a women's. Shout out to y'all. This is a safe place for all women's, point blank period, but I'm black first. How you doing? All right, also make sure that you like this video. If you like this video, more people will see it. If you like this video, the algorithm will do what it does so that more people can see it. Share this video with your friends, your family, your mama, your auntie, your daddy. Share with everybody, point blank period. Just letting you know that for episode 3 and 4, I'm actually putting my reviews for those episodes behind my membership wall. So if you want to become a member, you can easily click the join button next to my name. If you cannot see the join button next to my name, there is a link in my description box that will allow you to sign up. I do have 2 tiers, and that is how you can become a member. All right, let's jump right on in. Not out, buddy. Episode 6. Who the hell is in the ladies' haven? Now, who do y'all think is in the ladies' haven? This is the next morning, and we do see like the men kind of talking about who they think it is. It seemed like a lot of the men thought it was Ashley, and lo and behold, and lo, it was.
I set off the light last night. This is so bad.
This was all up to you.
I know that.
Danny boy and Ashley was down to the haven, but baby, they went into the haven just to set it off. Oh, they ate. They ate. Now, while I feel like she ate that, obviously she's trying to get back at Elvis Jr. in the other villa, but I do wish that they went in there and did a little something, you know, just a little something, you know, a little kiss, a little hug, a little something, damn. Like, I just really want that bad for my girl Ashley. Like, girl, go ahead and treat yourself. So Mark comes into the ladies' villa, and he's not alone. He comes in with Case. And I'm just shocked, like, what's going on? So he comes in saying that he heard loud and clear what Miss Prince Charming said in the last bonfire, where she said, like, everybody she cares about always leaves her. And he just felt like that struck a chord with him. You can actually see him be emotional with her.
And the thing that has had me choked up a little bit is when you said everybody leaves you.
And he felt like, listen, like he owed it to her to bring Case back, because he felt like Case really was interested in her. And also it looked like Case reached out too. So I don't know, like, what do y'all think? Do y'all think Case reached out and then they let him in and back into the villa, or do you think it was the other way around? Do you think that Mark reached out and had Case come back? I would love to know that. Anyway, Miss Prince Charming and Case reconnected, and I think that was really sweet. Now, the guys start to play pickleball later on at night in their villa. It's cool, you know, like a lot of sensual, sexual, flirty moments between the guys and the girls. But finally, the ladies let loose in their villa. I've been waiting for this.
So with Ashley and Taylor, like 99.9% single, they need a night to let loose.
The guys are in their confessionals. They are having fun. They're being flirty with the girls. I'm like, yes, somebody please put your pig in Shantae's blanket. Okay, please, somebody do it now. Meanwhile, in the guys' villa, these men can't even pitch a tent.
Bro, where are the instructions? Oh. No, what?
Like, did y'all see, like, these men will embarrass you, cheat on you, use you, abuse you, and the whole time they can't even put a tent together. Like these are men in 2025. Can't even pitch a tent. Like, it's crazy how men are not men anymore. It's really ridiculous. Now, the men are in their confessionals and they're having a lot of fun, and Hashim lets it be known that during their paint party, Shante wrote on his arm, "I love Breon."
She wrote, "I love
Breon."
Oh,
Right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Shante, girl,
I see that. I was like, yeah, didn't you just see him in the bathroom with a chick?
what are we doing? What are we doing?
Bro, the red light just went off. It was probably his age.
Your man is balls deep in 2 vaginas at the same damn time during Black Women's Month. And you are over here writing "I love Breon" on Hashim's arm. Are you okay? Are you okay? Your man is in the next villa fingering other women. And you over here professing your love for brother lay his hands on him and finger him? Are you all right? Are you all right? Meanwhile, brother lay his hands on him is talking about his sexual connection between Alex and Courtney, but he's saying he actually really likes Amaya. So it seems like he's moved on from Angel. There was like a scene where Angel saw him walking past her in the kitchen, and he was like, "That guy's fucking weird." Like, she was like, she laughed with another girl. She was like, "This guy's fucking weird, period." And he is. So I thought it's very interesting that now he's moved on to Amaya, but I really like how Amaya made it clear, like, if he's looking for connection, cool. But if he's looking for what he's been getting from these other girls, it's not going down over here. I'm not Young Jock. It's not going down. So the ladies' villa is lit, and then you have Ashley and Danny Boy that go into the tent, setting off the alarm in the other villa.
Oh my God.
Mind you, they're in there talking for a bit. You know, you can hear a little bit of kissing, but it just seems really like they're really connecting. But in response to that, you have brother lay his hands on him, who encourages Elvis Jr. to go into the Haven. And immediately, they're fucking. You can hear the moaning and they are full out fucking. Elvis Jr. wakes up from a full night of fucking shower girl, and in his confessional, he talked about the fact that he thought that him and Ashley could make it until they got into Temptation Island. He's still so hung up on her, saying that he's a piece of shit man, and
I'd marry Ashley one day, and I thought that I would before coming here.
And this man is a textbook narcissist, a textbook gaslighter, right? Basically, his entire stance now is, because she told me that I ain't shit, I'm going to be an ain't shit person. Instead of owning up to his ain't shit ways, he's focusing on the fact that she called him that, and that's why he's being the way that he is. This is textbook narcissism. This is textbook emotional abuse. This is textbook gaslighting. Like, this man, Elvis Jr., could write a book on being a gaslighter and an emotional abuser and a narcissist. He could write a book on that. It'd be New York Times bestselling. Prince Charming and Case go out to lunch, I think for coffee. And, you know, he's happy to be back. You know, he told her that he left so that she could build other connections.
I wanted to give you space to, like, have your experience.
And I just think that that's so stupid. That is so dumb. Is it me, or he should have just stayed gone? Like, you never know where things will go. But obviously, while he's been away, she's built other connections with like Yemen and Cody. So I just feel like, what part of the game is this where you think that you could just leave because you want her to build other connect? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Courtney and brother lay his hands on him, have a conversation, and it's so interesting to me that right before they start their conversation, you can hear the ladies around the house talk about how weird brother lay his hands on him is.
Breon, my antennas are off. There's something that's turning me off in this man.
They're all talking about his weirdo behavior, the fact that he has no boundaries, the fact that he has no respect for his girlfriend, the fact that it's really, really clear that he's just a shit person. But anyway, meanwhile, you have Courtney and him having a conversation, and they bring up their threesome, right? And Courtney is all but begging this man for another threesome.
You don't think you would do it again?
Like, do you want to do it again? Do you want to do it again? Like, what is happening? Like, sister, during Black Women's Month, seeing a Black woman on this show begging for a threesome from a man who's in another relationship, I'm sorry. That is not the work of the Lord. I don't care if you're a temptress, okay? Have some boundaries, have some respect for yourself. Like, this is not it, Courtney, at all. At all. Okay? And then you have him saying he's glad he did it. And he says that not only is he glad that he did it,
I'm glad it happened.
Think she's gonna forgive you?
Yeah.
but he knows that Shante is going to forgive him because that's what she always does. And you have Courtney like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. That's what she always does. She always forgives me. It is just so, like, honestly, I want to beat this man up. Like, my heart breaks for Shante. I know that Shante knows that her man ain't shit. But to see this play out on international television, billions of people are going to see this. The level of disrespect is it's so nasty. But here's the thing, is that men like Breon, they know who to play with. They target women like Shante. Shante, you don't know your worth. You don't know your value. For this man to have immediate access to your body after you met him in church, asking him for financial help, you don't have boundaries. Like, we have to tell the truth. Like, brother lay his hands on him, ain't shit. But sister, you have some ways about you that you are going to need to address following this experiment. Because you can easily get another Breon. Easily. It can happen to you all over again. Easily. It's not that you're too forgiving. It is that you have no self-worth. You have low self-esteem. Yeah. We have to be honest with ourselves. So now we have Pete Davidson and Ashley. And Pete Davidson, let her know that his feelings were hurt when he saw that she went into the Haven with Danny Boy. She's had her deepest connections with Pete Davidson and Danny Boy.
I couldn't sit here and say that, like, I wasn't disappointed when y'all went in there and stuff.
And, she lets him know, listen, like, I wanted to have a conversation with him in private. That's why we went into the Haven. I really hate that it hurt your feelings. Like, they have a really good talk, but I'm just thinking to myself, what's next? Like, what's next? Like, Pete Davidson was her first date, but I haven't really seen any movement between her and Pete Davidson afterwards, so I'm kind of wondering where that's going. And also, is she forming other connections with other guys that we're not seeing because of editing? Either way, I love this for her. I love that Ashley has options, and I hope that she's exhausting every option. It's bonfire time! First person up is brother Keep Sweet and Obey. He sees Prince Charming on her date with Yemen. He also sees Yemen painting on her legs during their paintball party or whatever painting party they had. And I think it was really lighthearted. It wasn't really much to it. I mean, she's not under the sheets with anybody like he is with Picnic Table Girl. Brother lay his hands on him, sees the footage of Shante crying when the lights and the alarm went off for the Haven, right? I can't do this shit. And remember, she was crying to Prince Charming, and she was saying, I know it's not Breon. I know he wouldn't do this to me. The whole time, this man was balls deep in two coochies. His response to seeing her cry like that was so disgusting. Like, I really hope that Breon never knows peace in his life again. Upon watching her cry like that, his response was so narcissistic.
I did have a threesome with two of the girls in the house, but I don't regret it.
It didn't fulfill me, and now I don't have to hold this over her head.
I feel better now that I know I don't got to hold that over Shantae's head.
What? Then you have Mark, who's looking at him talking, and he's like, well, I hope you can make your case. What he said after Mark said this, I really want women to pay attention to Breon's behavior, because so many of us have had a Breon. So many of you are currently with a Breon during Black Women's Month. Ew. You're with a Breon right now. I want you to pay attention to what he said. Mark said, I hope you can make your case. And his response to that was,
I don't need to make a case to her. I feel like I can go up there and apologize, and she's probably still going to stay.
She's a good woman. She's going to forgive me. The way men like Breon will use your goodness against you, will use your faith in God against you, will use your spirituality or Christianity against you as a way to remind you that loyalty, you're supposed to be loyal. You're supposed to stick this out. Long suffering. As Black women especially, I think this happens a lot with women, period, but especially Black women within the church, we are programmed to be long suffering. The Bible does talk about being long suffering, right? But not in this context. Not in the context where a man is not only not faithful to you, he's constantly lying to you, but he's putting your health in jeopardy. Like, a man cheating on you is not just like some surface level shit. When these men are cheating on you, they licking coochie, they're French kissing. So many diseases can be passed like through different ways. It's not just being balls deep, but also they're balls deep. It is horrendous the way this man says.
That's a great woman right there. I think everyone wishes they had a woman like that.
Shantae's a good woman. She's a good God-fearing woman. She's going to forgive me, because that's what Christianity teaches women to do. We've been conditioned. Just forgive. He's a man, just forgive. No. God forgives, ho. I don't. During Black Women's Month. I really hope Shante stands up. This is just embarrassing to me. Like, I'm catching secondhand embarrassment. Lino sees footages of Mulan and Giovanni talking, and you know, she's like bigging up his morals, bigging up his values. And y'all, I do not see it for Giovanni.
You feel like comfort to me. Italian, soccer, outgoing personality. Like,
I don't get it. I don't get the hype at all. You know, Lino made the connection that, oh, it's because he's Italian. It's familiar. He's familiar. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. I honestly think that, I think her name is Alexa. I think that she's not really trying to connect with nobody. She's picking men that ain't got nothing going on. When she picked Light Eyes, it was like, girl, you don't like that man. Her talking to Giovanni, it's, girl, you don't like that man either. I think she really is in this experiment for Lino. I really think that's it. Like, I think she's just here to just buy time. Okay, hopefully he learns that I love him. Let me just do this. Let me do this torturous ass experiment so this man can know that I love him. I think that's her whole end game. Let me know what y'all think. Elvis Jr. sees Ashley having a conversation with Danny Boy. You know, that conversation where he was talking about just like how funny she is.
I'm excited, you know, for the rest of this journey with you.
Loving her sense of humor. You know, she was talking about how she loves the way he handles her, even like when they're maneuvering around each other.
even in the kitchen, like, and just like grab my hips and like move me. I just feel safe.
The other day she was in the kitchen and he like touched her ever so softly. He moved her to the side. And baby, Elvis Jr. is losing his gyrating mind. Period. Good. And why is Lino comforting this man? This man has been cheating on Ashley since day one. Shut your ass up. Your woman is a whole cheater. Why are you comforting a cheater? Ain't you trying to get over the fact that your girl was cheating on you? Sit down. You know, so he fake crying, talking about, oh, you know, she's looking at Danny Boy like she loves him. And I just feel like, you know, she doesn't want my love. And Mark was like, baby, can we talk about the gaps in between what you say and what your actions are?
There's a gap between what you're saying and what your actions are.
Period, Mark. Period. Mark is my favorite dating show host. Favorite. favorite dating show host. Ain't nobody seeing Mark Wahlberg. Nobody. The girls are down to their bonfire. It's bonfire time, ho. Ashley gets to see Elvis Jr. hunching in the tent, hunching in the shower, hunching in the river, hunching in the kitchen, hunching in the den, hunching in the haven, just hunching. Just hunching. Hunching in the confessional, just hunching. And he's in the confessional talking about some, oh, I thought I was gonna marry Ashley until we got in this experiment.
I'd marry Ashley one day. I thought that I would before coming here.
She holding on to old things. I can't marry Ashley now. I'm so happy for her reaction because she was basically like, this man is crazy. Next, like, his words do not match his actions at all. I'm done. Tired.
I think his words don't match his actions. And he might be a good person, but he's not a good boyfriend.
Period, Ashley. Mulan sees Lino begging Amaya to go on a date with him. I think it was Amaya or who? I think it was Alex.
I'd say a lot of words with my eyes.
Mind you, Alex do not want that man. Lino, do you understand? Like, do you recognize when somebody don't want you? It was just really alarming watching him talking to Alex like that. And then she sees a confessional with him where he talks about, you know, he just really wants to immerse himself in the experiment. He wants to be around a woman like Alex because she can tempt him. And her response was, well, I mean, we're on Temptation Island. That's what we're here for.
He came here for clarity, so he can continue to do that.
I just, honestly, to me, Mulan and Lino, they just need to go to therapy. Like, this was just not the experiment for them. I don't see them cheating on each other. I don't see them disrespecting each other. I don't know. I might be wrong. Maybe I'm talking too soon, but we're on episode 6. I feel like if Lino was going to disrespect her, I feel like he would have done it by now. But maybe I'm wrong. Miss Prince Charming sees Brother LDS with Miss Lil Bo Peep. They hunching in the tent. They kissing by the beach. She sees them tell the camera people, no cameras right before they go hunching.
No cameras. No cameras allowed.
Nope.
She said she's not surprised by it because she knew from the beginning that little Miss Bo Peep was his favorite of the girls. She was able to catch that really, really early on. We did see that in the beginning. And she also said that, you know what, it's very just interesting watching him be the person that she wishes he was in their relationship. She says, you know what, it's time for me to choose myself.
So what I'm doing now is choosing my script for myself.
She said that she felt manipulated by him to think of herself in bad ways, and now she's gonna write her own script, make her own movie, period. Go ahead, Miss Mean Girl. Shante is last, and everybody looks so fucking concerned.
You haven't breathed since we got here. Whatever it is, we can handle together.
Everybody is extremely concerned, and so am I. But they end the episode right then and there. All right, y'all. Sorry for the abrupt costume change, but I realized how short episode 6 was for my review, so I said, you know what, let me go ahead and throw in episode 7. Do y'all mind?
Girl, you know we love long reviews.
Okay, that's what I thought. I know y'all love long reviews.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. So y'all don't mind. Okay, cool. Go grab a snack. Go grab a snack and come on back. I said, come on back.
Yeah, girl.
Okay, we down to the women's bonfire, and Shante sees the threesome. I'm talking about she hears the coochie bumping. She hears the testicle thumping. She hears the moaning and groaning. She hears the moaning and groaning and the she hears all that shit. And is it me or like her emptiness in the moment? I just was like, okay, so is my sister gonna crash out? Crash out. Shante, it's time to crash out. And she doesn't crash out. She's just very like, almost like demonically empty. It was just very weird to watch. And don't get me wrong, like maybe she was just shocked. Maybe she was surprised, but I didn't get, you know what? I think it was that she's aware she's on camera and she just didn't want us to see her come undone. I think that that's the best explanation I could give in that moment. But even Mark is like looking at her like, bitch, is you cool? And then it's her hearing his flagrant disrespect. Because remember, in his testimonials after the whole threesome, he is so cocky in his confessional. Like, he has golds to the bottom, like, which is so 1996. Like, brother lay his hands on them. Like, be for real. Be FFR. The golds to the bottom. Like, please, we have not been doing that since like the early 2000s, the latest. Like, please, be for real. Be for fucking for real. I live in Atlanta and I don't see nobody doing that. Drop that in comments if you live in Atlanta too and do you see people doing that? I don't see nobody doing that. It's just giving flea market, okay? But anyway, she hears him say like he has no regrets.
No, I didn't think I'd wake up with any regret or anything, and I don't.
And she's just speechless. Like, she's so speechless that you got Mark like looking at her like, bitch, is you cool? Then she says that she's disappointed, but she just feels that this is all the experiment. He's just acting out this way just because of this experiment, and that he would never do this to her in the real world.
And I get that this experience is to pull that out, but I genuinely don't think that in the real world he would have ever did this to me.
Mind you, when y'all came on the show, you said it yourself. He had another bitch besides you, and he left you for another bitch. Then he came back to you. You said that. Y'all, you said that. He said he chose another woman over you. Basically, he cheated on you. You said that, and that was in the real world. So what did you talking about? I mean, she doubles down on this. She's like, he would never do this to me in the real world. And she said, you know, this doesn't deserve my tears.
But that doesn't deserve my tears right now.
Okay, girl. So this about wraps up the women's bonfire, and Mark lets the girls know that, hey, the haven is gone. Okay, so ain't no more creeping in no Fire Festival tents. All right. But however, you all will have the opportunity to send a 30-second message to your mate or your ex-mate, and they will have the opportunity to do the same. Now, you also have the opportunity to send them nothing, right? So they leave, and we're back in the women's villa. And is it me, or it was just so crazy how all the men flocked to Shante immediately?
Hi. My angel.
They all flocked to Shante immediately. They already knew she was going to need a lot of consoling. And you have like the girls just breaking up and telling different groups of guys what happened. And for the most part, the girlies are perplexed by Shantae's emptiness, right? You even have Mulan. She was in her confessional. She was like, you know, she keeps saying that, you know, Brian wouldn't do this in the real world. But girl, here you are on this show, like on an international show. This man knows that everybody in the world is going to see this. So what's worse? Him doing this to you in the real world with nobody watching, or him doing this here with billions of people watching? And I'm sorry, you're not about to convince me that brother lay his hands on him is not cheating on this girl in the real world. To be that comfortable, to do that in front of all these cameras, please. There's no telling what that man is doing, you know, behind closed doors. Then you have Shante finally breaking down in her confessional and saying, you know what, she just does not recognize who that man is in this video. She's like, you know, but I don't get it. This is not who he is in the real world.
When I genuinely say I don't recognize the guy in that video, I just don't.
Shante, I say this with love. You are dumb. You are very dumb. And I need you to stand up. Stand up. Shante, stand up. Compy. Stand up. You are very dumb. I'm so sorry. Like, I love you. During Black Women's Month, I have to be honest. I have to be honest with you. I say this with love, sister. You are dumb. You are very dumb. You have Elvis Jr. who tells the shower girl that he plans on breaking up with Alex because he thinks she had sex. Mind you, this man was... I can't. This man was having sex literally within the first, two days? Like, what are we talking about? Shante and Mulan have a conversation in Shantae's room, and, you know, Mulan is basically like, girl, let it out. Like, tell me how you feel. And she just starts crying, and she talks about the fact that what bothers her about, you know, Brother lay his hands on him is that this shines such a horrible light on him. Like, before they came here, they talked about, you know, the fact that they were going to be able to do this experiment and beat the experiment and be able to show their future kids how well they did.
It just sucks because I want to like sit here and just wait for him to just do more stupid shit if there's no remorse.
And now, like, this just shines a horrible light on him. And it's like, sister, were you born like a year early? You can't be this dumb. You cannot be this dumb. Also, too, it kind of gives she's his PR. Like, y'all ever seen how, ooh, you know what Shante gives? Shante gives my son, 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 my son. She kind of gives what like Haitian moms give when it comes to their sons. African moms to their sons. Like, you know, Latino moms to their sons can't do any wrong. And if their sons do wrong, then something else is responsible for their wrongdoing. She gives that with Breon. She also gives, this is what she's used to. You know, she's just been conditioned to this, and she's been conditioned to blaming other things for his actions instead of blaming him. Right? It just kind of gives what like a lot of men like to do, especially abusers. Once they abuse you, they do this thing where they disconnect from it, and oh, well, this happened to me and this happened to me, and that's their way of disconnecting from the abuse that they did to you. That's kind of what it gives. She gives victim. She gives long-suffering victim. That's what Shante gives. Shante gives long-suffering victim. So back at the men's villa, you have Brother lay his hands on him. He invites Amaya to his room, and we know like for the past like 2 episodes, he's had his eye on Amaya. You know, he got rid of Courtney and Alex. He ran through them. And by this time, too, he had that one date with Angel, and Angel wasn't feeling his ass. So he's going to whoever's next, and it's Amaya. And so he invites Amaya to his room, and he asks her to help him, you know, write a love letter to his girlfriend. And she's like, okay, well, let's go ahead and write the love letter. Okay, so what do you want to admit to her? That you got licked all over? And he's like, oh, no, I want to admit that I had a threesome.
Although I got my chest licked all over.
No, although I had a threesome.
And Amaya is shocked because she didn't know this.
You're kidding, right?
I swear I did.
Here?
Mind you, she's shocked because number one, she didn't know he had a threesome. But number two, he's clearly trying to link up with her next. Because why have her in your room late night? And so, like, she's basically like, listen, this conversation is not for me. It's above my pay grade, you know? And he's like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, you're supposed to be here for me. You're supposed to be here for me. You're supposed to be helping me.
You can't be like, I'm here, and then not let people just talk to you, right?
You're supposed to be helping me. It just was very weird. Like, he came at her almost like a predator. It just gave predator vibes.
Maybe we should have this conversation in a different setting.
Why?
Just the way that it can be perceived.
And she's like, nah, I'm uncomfy. And she starts to walk out. And he called her weird.
People are so fucking weird.
Sorry?
That people are weird.
Like what? Telling her that he's dealing with 5-year-olds and people be weird. Like what? Like literally you're fucking weird. You're a whole, like you're coming at her like a predator. You're the weirdo. Like, you're the sex-crazed predator here, sir. Like, if anybody's weird, it's you. We look up in the dictionary at the word weird. It got your name and your face next to it. Like, be for real. Anyway, we're back at the women's villa, and the women have to do another elimination. So this time, Mark tells the girlies that they can pick 2 men that they would like to stay in the villa with them. Mulan picks Max. Prince Charming picks Yemen, period. Shante picks Hashim, period. Now, girl, don't pick Hashim if you ain't gonna do nothing. Like, don't pick Hashim if you ain't gonna do nothing. Please. Ashley picks Danny. Mulan picks Gio. And it's just like, girl, okay. Prince Charming picks Case. Shante picks Dan. And you know what? At this point, I want Shante eliminated. Because there's no way, like, there's no reason why you ain't go for Yemen while he was in the damn house. You let Prince Charming put her paws all over Yemen. Like, girl, you are dumb. You are very, very dumb. I'm so disappointed. Ashley picks Pete Davidson last, and then the rest of the men leave, including that one of the last guys who came in. Remember that guy who came in? He was 35, talking about, oh, I'm in my early 30s. Lying ass dairies. Just lying ass dairies. We're back at the men's villa, and it's time for the men to pick who they want to choose to stay in their villa. Breon picks Angel, and I'm like,
Angel.
What's it about?
you mean to tell me all that coochie popping Alex and Courtney did, and he didn't pick one of them first? That's crazy. That is crazy. Imagine doing all that and not getting picked. That is insane. Grant picks Shower Girl. Lino picks Nikki, and I'm just like, okay. Why?
I'm gonna go with Nikki.
Pastor LDS picks Mel, and I'm just like, what? Okay.
I would like to keep Mel.
Brother Lay His Hands on Him picks Amaya, who he literally just called a weirdo.
My arch nemesis, Amaya. Her hips don't lie.
And I'm screaming because you mean to tell me he didn't pick none of the threesome girls? Hey. Imagine doing all that coochie throwing. Just throwing coochie all over the place. Just throwing coochie during Black Women's Month. Just to not get picked? Whew, my goodness. Then Elvis Jr. picks Alex, which I thought was interesting. So it's like, was he picking Alex because he wanted to give Breon another chance to hit it? I don't get it. Like, why didn't he pick Olivia, the blonde girl that he first hit it off with? It's kind of weird how he hit it off with that girl and then we never see him with her again, which is kind of weird. Courtney's in her confessional and she's talking about how shocked she is that, you know, Brother Lay His Hands on Him didn't pick her to stay in the villa.
I did not see this elimination coming. I really thought that me and Breon had something going.
And to be honest, I'm shocked too. Like, they didn't just have a threesome. They also had that first date that went very, very well. I just find that to be very, very weird that he didn't pick her. But also the fact that he picked two girls that do not like him. Angel does not like him. She does not like him. All she needed was that one night only, that one date that they had. And she was like, yeah, this man is weird. And then you have Amaya, who he just called weird for not letting him take advantage of her, basically. And that's who he's left with. I think that's very interesting. But also, too, when I think about it, Breon didn't have any other choice because all the other ladies in the house thought he was weird. I can't remember what episode it was, but I remember there was one time when Alexa, who first connected with Elvis Jr., she and I think Nikki was telling each other how Breon is fucking weird. So that man didn't have any more choices left in the house. Point blank period. So I love how he tried to pitch it as, oh, I got rid of Courtney, you know, and now I can tell Shante I'm good off her and she ain't got to worry about that. No. You got rid of Courtney because you were hoping to run through the rest of the girls. And the rest of the girls do not want you. Okay? They don't want you, sir. And I find it so weird how the guys go on this group date with the girls and you have Breon telling Amaya that she is his favorite because she kept it real.
I cannot even try to be friends with you if I don't feel like you respect me.
And she brings up the fact that he called her weird, right? And so he's like, oh, you're not weird. But he never gives her an apology.
You're not weird.
So we're cool.
You know what I've realized about Brother Lay His Hands on Him? That man... he's not sorry. He's not sorry. He doesn't see anything wrong with his actions. He's not a remorseful person, okay? He does what he does, and he just expects you to just get over it and let's move on. That's the type of guy he is. Anyway, he asked Alexa to be his next date, and she accepts, and I'm just like, girl, why? Why are you accepting his date? He disrespected the shit out of you last night. Mulan asked Max to be her date, and I'm just like, okay, I don't give a fuck. You got Lino, who's with Alex, and he is kind of like trying to flirt with Alex, and it's just, is it me or this was just weird?
All right, someone needs to put me to bed before I make bad decisions.
Like, does he know that Alex had a threesome with Breon? Oh, you know what? He does. Breon definitely told him that. So I'm just like, what is the purpose of him talking to Alex? Is it because he wants to hunch too? But also, like, Lino, none of the girlies was feeling Lino. Like, imagine going on Temptation Island, you bring your man on there, and none of the women like him. None of the women are checking for your man. I'm sorry. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't want no other woman taking my man on Temptation Island. But I would feel some type of way if I brought my man on Temptation Island and he ain't no temptation for nobody. Everybody just sees my man and they're just like. So anyway, what? Pastor LDS asked Miss Lil Bo Peep for another date. Okay. You got Prince Charming and Yemen. They're having a little quality time together, and you know the women are on their group date, and she's telling Yemen how like she's been practicing a lot of restraint with him, and she's kind of tired of practicing restraint. And he's like, "Hold on, Miss Snow Bunny.
You can be as affectionate as you want."
No.
Baby, you ain't gotta restrain with me, baby. Let it snow. Let it snow. Let it snow. Now outside is cold, but the fire's burning. So baby, let it snow. Let it snow. Yes. Yemen said, I love a blizzard. I love me a good blizzard, baby. Let it snow. Elvis Jr. asked Shower Girl for another date. Oh my gosh, shocker. A total shocker. Ashley is with Pete Davidson and Danny Boy. And honestly, at this point, I just want Pete Davidson to leave. Just leave. Just leave, bro. I don't know what you're doing here. You're not really giving up a fight for me. Like, it's not giving, let me fight for her.
You're gonna have to.
I mean, like,
You're gonna have to pick somebody at the end of it. Yeah.
It's giving you just here for the ride. Danny Boy made it clear that he wants Ashley. He wants to make Ashley happy. You know, I didn't catch her asking him on a date though, so I don't know. I actually didn't catch her asking neither one of them for a date. But it's just like, Pete, fight back. Just fight back, please. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for you at this point. Okay, so now it's time to see the videos that everybody sent. First video up is Elvis Jr. He sent Ashley this disgusting ass, gaslighting ass video. And basically he told her that he saw that she said that he was ain't shit and that he forgives her for her actions.
I've only focused on your feelings and have neglected my own because I felt responsible for breaking you.
Because he's a good man. He's a young white man doing all he can. Y'all know the rest. I don't want to live. Y'all know the rest, child. I ain't gonna put y'all through that. I'm sorry. So then Elvis Jr. goes to open up his video and Ashley sent his ass nothing. Boom. I'm loving it. Mulan sent Lino a video and she said, listen, thank you so much for being the only motherfucker here with some damn sense. Thank you for not embarrassing me.
Amid all of the other boys being disloyal, you have been the trustworthy man that I've been preaching about.
I love you down. I love you down, okay? I choose you, okay? Just in case you ain't know it, Lino, I choose you, okay? Because you's a good man, Savannah. A good man. And Lino sent Mulan a video. He's like, listen, I love you down. I love you down, but I just want you to know that there's only one you. But just like there's only one you, there's only one me, sister. Okay? All right? Let's have that understanding.
There's only one me, and I've come to realize there's only one Alexa. I love you so much.
Okay, Mulan starts crying and carrying on. And you know what? At this point, y'all just need to leave. Is it me or Mulan and Lino was just here for a free trip? I ain't mad at it. Like, if me and my man was ever to do a show like this, baby, just know, if you ever look up and you see Jessie Woo and Mr. Easter down to Temptation Island, just know we went there for a little free trip, okay? Just for a little all-inclusive. My man love an all-inclusive, okay? I took that man on one all-inclusive last year for my birthday. Ever since then, he's like, when we going back to the all-inclusive? Be having his little pinky up. When we going back to the all-inclusive? That man love him an island and an all-inclusive, okay? Prince Charming sent Pastor LDS nothing.
Silence speaks.
Period. Boom. Go talk to little Miss Picnic Table, ho. Pastor LDS sent her a video talking about, oh, I wish the experiment went different. This experiment is a whole lot different than what I expected.
And I do really need you to know that no matter what, I want the best for you.
And, you know, I want the best for you. You could have kept that. You could have kept that, Bishop Keep Sweet and Obey. You could have kept that. Then you got Brother Lay His Hands on Him sending Shante a video talking about, oh, he cannot wait to be the man that she deserves.
I'm ready to love you deeply, emotionally, and passionately.
He loves her. He misses her. He cannot wait to have the opportunity to be the man of her dreams. You ain't had that opportunity before you came and had a threesome on Temptation Island? What?
The boundary I crossed is not what I needed in my life, and I'll never let you feel insufficient.
He never says, I'm sorry. He never says, I apologize. I'm so sorry for hurting you. I'm so sorry for embarrassing you. Nothing. Nothing. That man knows he has no case to plead. He knows he has no case to plead. And then it's Shante talking about, oh, well, you know, he was very apologetic. Girl, are you brain dead? No, at this point, no, girl, no. Sister, I can't. At this point, sister, I'm obliged to believe that you are just brain dead. There's something terribly wrong with you. We gotta check if you don't got fluid leaking in your brain. Cause you cannot be this dumb. You cannot be this dumb. You got Shante who sends him a video crying, saying how, you know, she feels disrespected, she's crushed, she's hurt.
Not only have your actions hurt me, you expressing that you don't have any regret genuinely crushed me.
She's looking for more clarity. And did y'all see the way like he watched her video and he immediately was like, and he closed the video up? That man is not sorry. That motherfucker knows he's forgiven, okay? And the best response he had to her video was, I feel humbled.
I feel humbled.
That man knows, okay? That man knows he could sleep with Shantae's grandmama and bust all on her face. And Shante would still be like, oh my God, you know, it must have been something that, you know, had happened that, you know, it just, oh my God, the negative light that's shown on him. And then, like, he tries to cry in his company. Sir, this man is a demon. This man is a demon. Démon. Démon. Satan. Satan le diable. Okay? On dit Satan lié. Okay? Like, I still can't get over this man bringing this lady on Temptation Island to not only cheat on her, but cheat on her with two women, raw, no condom, sans capote, sans rien during Black Women's Month. I still cannot. Like, you could have just broke up with that lady back in Atlanta. Okay? You could have went down on Atlantic Station, had a little dinner, and said, you know what, sister, your ride is over. I'm getting off this ride. I got new rides to ride. I'm done. You could have just did that. Instead, you took her on the show and you did this. It's just really nasty. But also, I think that Shante is not okay. I think Shante is... I wonder what her background is. Like, I wonder if she grew up being abused. Like, seriously, like, real talk. I wonder if she grew up in an environment where this was just normal for her. Whether it was her being emotionally abused or whether she watched other women be abused and she just internalized that as, oh, okay, this is it. Like, I just wonder. I wonder if that's her story. Anyway, drop in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on these 2 episodes, baby. We almost done. We almost through this. And I've seen so many developments. I'm actually trying to reach out to a couple people. Drop in the comments. Let me know what folks you think I should reach out to from Temptation Island. All right, y'all. Drop in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this review. And I will see y'all in the next one.
VBS, I just turned the water on. Big old flex that you never saw before. These niggas chasing me like waterfalls. Keeping on my truck, look like bricks.
Wookanda, well, Woocation, but my Woocation is up. My Woocation is up. If you are a member, it is already up for you. I'm giving y'all the weekend to start securing, to make your deposit. As of next week, I will make Woocation live for everybody. All right, so go ahead, get in there, grab your tickets, and I will see y'all in Wookanda. Well, I will see y'all in Ghana, but you know what? We're going to call it Wookanda. We're going to call it Wakanda. Also, if if you want to be a member on my channel, all you have to do is click the join next to my name, or there is a link in my description box. Click the link and become a member today.